Oh yeah, I got my stuff from the thing that we want to kill. Yeah. Am I a traitor? Probably. It's just the old magical girl trope. We have a traitor. Who is it? It's me. Mwahaha. Oh, that's why your wrist has always been moving. Yep. I don't know why we haven't noticed that. It would also be very, very noticeable that I cannot heal that person if they have more injuries.
You will have to forgive me. I am kind of panicking right now.
I don't know why.
Why? What happened?
I had to stay at work like 5 hours longer than expected because my relief didn't show up, which means I had no prep time. I have been scrambling since I got home to eat something and then try desperately to get the map ready because I thought I was going to have like all afternoon for it.
I can sit here and wait.
I mean, the map's ready. Most of
Oh.
it's going to be Theater of the Mind tonight because of the aforementioned reasons, but I do have a battle map ready.
But yeah, the magical growth thing. I'm deciding to choose Signer if it ever happens. Signer to Celebi. Have you
I
ever
just
heard
want
of
to
a
catch
great
Lugia.
Lugia? I just like the fact that Signer gets all of these, but it's like at the cost of 1 AP and once per scene. Which means I could heal. I can also learn what's healing wish. So if I really want to sacrifice myself for like a reason and be like, oh no, someone's about to die and I can't get to them, I'm gonna go night night. Oh. It's also cool because Celebi, the lighter feature, it's basically like you sense when bad things are going to happen. So it's like, oh yeah, DM, are we gonna get ambushed? No? Oh, thank you. Is an earthquake gonna happen? Is a volcano about to explode?
Yes.
Just, oh shit, guys, we gotta run! Casually flies away and lets my whole team die. I'm like, oh no. Well, it's just me now. I mean, I'm not the only person who can fly. The fucking Beetle wants to do Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Which means flying in dragon. We got that coming, I guess.
If it happens.
If it happens. Which it will. I will give $1,000.
Is Nate coming or not?
Good question. Because he hasn't been present for like the past 2 games I've run.
Yeah. Since Monday?
No, before that,
Oh.
he wasn't there. Didn't he? He had to leave early last session, I think. Or last week's this game.
Mm.
No, that was you.
What?
You had to leave early. Late? Wait, leave late? I'm so confused. What?
You are confusing us.
I
Yeah.
heard leave late, and I'm like, wait. Brain. And I was talking to Beetle about how weird telekinetic is. Oh, cool.
I will be RB.
Okay.
Okay.
It's also cool. You get a fly speed!
Back.
You go.
That was fast.
Hello.
Yeah, all I was doing was plugging my shit into a different plug. Yeah, I know that made no sense, but hush. Okay.
Also, we'll never get hungry.
Well,
We won't. just put berry seeds everywhere. And then grow them instantly. It's fine.
I'm gonna punch Nate. If he couldn't be here, the least he could fucking do is tell us.
Nathaniel, I swear to fuck.
Ow, my nose!
He fucking died.
Soon.
Ah. Oh, well, that would mean we had to push the new person one more week.
I don't want to push the new person one more week.
Me neither.
We don't need the person who doesn't have knowledge. We have me. I can lead the group to victory.
No, you fucking can't. You're too high to lead the group to victory. Alright. Beetle, you coming in?
Yes, give me 1 second. I need to close some programs.
Yep.
I don't want to crush. Sorry.
I'm gonna draw an X where you all are. Because fuck it. There. You're off the beaten path. Quite literally. Alright, we're gonna start and hope motherfucker shows up. So, last time on Pokemon, This quartet of brave explorers set out on a ferry towards Chartreuse Island, the site of a nuclear experiment gone horribly, horribly wrong. Many years ago, the resulting explosion of this event caused the entire island to be coated in radioactive fallout, mutating the Pokemon there into bizarre and unusual creatures, unlike anything Kanto has seen before. However, thanks to that exact same fallout, research into these creatures has been remarkably difficult. And now, our party, equipped with Pokemon that can resist the fallout, as well as hazmat suits for themselves, set out onto the island, only to encounter some very, very dangerous creatures. One of these creatures, a Centorment, managed to split the party up with its brutal assault. However, the party managed to rally after escaping its grip, all of them heading towards the massive power plant at the center of the island, hoping to regroup and make it to safety. Now, as Blue and Roy are approaching the loading docks of this massive power plant, they notice their good friend Leoris also approaching slowly, following a strange creature that looks like a blobby hazmat suit with a bunch of slime inside it. So, as the three of you regroup right outside this massive power plant, well, I mean,
I want to go inside.
Glad I find you guys.
Vinny, thank you. Vinny, you ho. Anyway, please continue. The three of you look at each other, occasionally glancing down to the strange creature, which is currently looking up at the party. I will post the picture again. Give me just a sec.
Yeah, he guided me all the way from, well, quite a ways away. Yeah. You think so? It was very kind. So, you haven't seen the centaur-looking Pokemon, right? Oh. Yeah, wouldn't like staying out in the open. And besides, that's kind of what we were here for, right? Like, looking into this.
Ass. Yes, I agree.
I mean, I could try to connect with it. Yeah. Is this the same scene or not?
No, this is a new scene.
Okay, so 2 more action points. And I will activate my aura abilities and try to read its thoughts of Hasmelt.
Hasmelt's thoughts are empty. There are no thoughts in this head. There is no thinking. Only blob.
Head empty.
Well,
No.
Head empty, just blob. Only glub.
there's not much in there. Well, I don't want to be mean, but it's only just weebly wobbly, literally. Roy, are you okay? Yeah, I'll follow you.
What were you gonna ask, Roy? Fatal?
Oh, I was gonna say, Roy, are you okay?
He just looks at him and nods.
Let's go in.
Roy's not making the situation better. I'ma be creepy. So we're back to Risk of Rain, but it's like Terraria music.
As you enter through one of the ripped open doors, there are 4 massive garage doors, 3 of which are closed, one of which has been torn open by something. As the 3 of you push in, igniting the flashlights they gave you, or having your Pokemon light up the darkness, you see a lot of equipment here. A lot of heavy metal. Huge, worn down construction vehicles, probably used to clear out the woods and make the room for the power plant, are just sitting there completely inert. The walls and ceilings are dead, covered in dust. Ashes flow around your feet as you take a few tentative steps in, and you can hear skittering all around you. But when you shine your light over towards the noise, you see nothing.
Ooh.
Probably just senile mind, right? Still no thoughts.
No, there are no thoughts in this brain. No thoughts, only soul.
Like everything happens. People try to play God.
I mean, yeah.
As you push forward, one of the first things you notice is that there are 2 doors out of here. One to the east and one to the south. The one to the east is a single door with a shattered window in the center of it. The door to the south is actually double doors that are currently off their hinges and lying on the ground.
I'd say let's take a closer look to the south door. See if it was St. Torment who broke out of there. Yeah, quietly.
Yeah. Roll. Yeah, roll stealth. See what you get.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's a high roll for Leoris. He did better than Blue.
Awesome.
As the group approaches, trying to be stealthy, they would trip on some old equipment, which clatters around them.
Sorry. It's hard to see with this suit.
Not really. There really isn't anything. It doesn't seem like there's anything here to see you.
Yeah.
Hey DM,
Yes.
what would happen if I put the suit off?
You would die.
Great.
Do not. Grayon. Nearest will say, do you think like they're testing us or like making an experiment out of us? Like we're the guinea pigs? Yeah.
Roy just keeps walking.
What did you say, Roy?
I said, Roy just keeps walking.
As
Wait for me.
the three of you scramble out into the hallway, that's what you find. A very long hallway that seems to stretch out across the entirety of the power plant. You can see multiple doors splitting off from this main hall. The tiles are dusty and dingy, ill-kempt, many of them broken. A couple of ceiling tiles lay on the ground, and looking up, you can see dripping green glowing ooze coming from the above you. There are a total of 7 doors, 4 on the right, 3 on the left. And as you approach, or as you slowly make your way down the hallway, it just feels weird. Every hair on your bodies is standing on end, as if electrified.
I don't know. I kind of feel scared.
Hawk,
Yes.
can I see what the green ooze is made out of?
Roll technology.
Oh, great. I would get a bonus. That's half of your technology. Half of your technology.
Sure, go for it.
I'm just gonna look.
I'll just put it.
It's glowing green and spooky. Right.
Oh, never mind.
Well, blue, you can figure out pretty quickly what it is. It's nuclear waste. It's the residue left over from nuclear experimentation. Yeah. Grimer hardens up.
Cloister, are you okay?
Cly.
Nice.
Roy.
Roy looks at
Not really. It's
Just
just
doors.
it's just a hallway.
Roy looks at gazes at Tom and Jesse, and is like, "This is why you don't trust scientists."
Aren't you a daughter of Nurse Joy? Isn't she a scientist?
She's a nurse. We
Yeah,
don't
so-
do anything unethical.
Why don't we? Yeah, why don't we just look at this door on the left, and I'll look into door number 1 on the left, closest to the entrance.
Which-
we came.
What you see is another hallway with multiple warning signs on the door indicating power plant ahead or power chambers ahead.
Roy sees this and starts running.
Roy, wait. What we? Oh, I have a question, Hawk. Did
Yeah.
the nuclear Pokemon come in with us or not?
Hazmelt is still with you, yeah.
Okay.
I just assumed that I still have my gear.
The deer stayed outside then?
Uh, Oh yeah, that's right, you did have the deer with you. The deer is with you, but it's more so just poking around doing its own thing. Hazmelt is like actively following you.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Roy as he gets deeper into the power chamber.
Yep. As you approach the next door, you find it locked, actually. These doors are locked solid and seem to be made of some very, very thick metal.
I put a hand on it. Ah, if only Sydney were here. What is it?
Wait, how strong is the door? I bet a door is very heavy, right?
Yeah, it is a metal door.
I'm going to send Wait, we only brought one Pokemon?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I don't have the person who could like literally probably kick down the door. But...
Okay. Asmalt, could you do us a favor and try and attack that door, please?
Hazamelt looks at the door, tilts its head, looks up at Leoris, looks back at the door,
Yeah.
and then like leans back and then slurps forward, launching a blast of ooze onto the door. The glowing green liquid splashes onto it, sizzling and burning. And as it slowly slimes its way down, all it leaves behind is a much cleaner mark on the door.
Thank you anyway, Asmalt. But we're not getting into this way. Is there a keyhole or a key card, whatever it's called in English?
There does seem to be a keycard slot.
Slot. We should go and find something else to enter here. Yeah. Wait. I don't think you could. Don't any of you have like hacking tools? I do have some. You could try and force it open, I guess. I don't know much about technology.
The fact that there is a key card acceptor, a key card slot, means that you could pop it open and try to work it, but it's going to be incredibly difficult.
Oh, I could give you a +2, right? Technology education. We're rounding. Oh, sorry. We're rounding up, right?
Yeah, round up.
Okay, so 2. Yeah, put a +2 in technology education for now.
Or at least for this roll.
Yeah, for this.
I'm gonna cheer.
Well, that's a 24, so.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Does your cheering do anything, Leoris?
No.
I mean, wait, how much technology education do you have? Anyway.
Expert, right?
Oh, that would mean if you did help, you would have given them 2. You have novice.
As I'm trying to be honest, you already beat it.
Okay.
As Blue pops it open and starts like tearing into the internal systems of the key card holder, eventually something sparks and the doors slowly slide open halfway and then crunch to a stop. It's wide enough that each of you can get in one by one.
I'm the smallest.
Great job, Blue.
Alright. As the party makes their way into this room, you would find an astoundingly still active monitoring system. Multiple screens and computer consoles across this room are somehow still running, gently beeping and whirring.
Roy tries to find if there's any notes on any of the computers.
You do find multiple notes. Alright, let's take, Leoris, what are you doing?
Good question. I'm gonna keep watch to see if something comes from the corridor we entered.
Alright. Hazmelt stands next to you and watches too, occasionally looking up at you, wondering what you're watching for. Alright. let's start with Blue. Blue, as you start scanning across these consoles, reading through like whatever's on them, you find that the majority of these systems are actually monitoring the fallout on the island. It is telling you exactly how much is, how much radiation is active out here. And it's surprisingly not much. The radiation seems to be like if actual cleanup efforts were made, it wouldn't take very long to clean this island off. And from the other points that you can find, you can see the history of it, and it has been going down significantly since a large spike about 12 years ago.
That's when the accident happened.
Yeah. You got it.
Trust the scientists. Irradiated Pokemon, probably.
Crayon, as you are looking through the drawers and desks in here, you eventually would find a couple of journals. They aren't in good shape. Most of them have been irradiated. Some of them have missing pages. Some look like they've just spontaneously combusted. But you can get as you're reading through them, you can start getting a clearer picture of what happened here. Alright, story time.
Back up, boys. The brain genius got this.
And I presume you're just going to be relaying this to the rest of the party.
Yeah, it's funner to read out loud.
About 12 years ago, the experiments into nuclear energy started. Or no, not 12, 15. 15 years ago. The experiments into nuclear energy began. The scientists here were hoping to create a cheap, clean-ish, renewable energy source. Their rivals were researching something called infinity energy, the same energy that is released when Pokemon evolve.